Hi everyone, welcome back to DeFi Daily. Today we'll talk about Popsicle Finance. This is a platform that looks like that right now all of us has completely forgot, mainly due to what happened to Wonderland. But the reality is that a lot of is going on into this protocol, and I will explain to you exactly what we can expect from it and what are the next steps because they are huge. What are my thoughts and my personal strategy about this protocol, and also if this platform can really succeed or not into the next future. Just before to start, guys, remember, if you like this channel, if you want to stay always updated, a good idea is just to subscribe if you're new, and if you want to sustain me, a good way to do it is leaving a big thumbs up and drop a comment. Just remember that my goal in this channel is just to give you tools. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not here to give you any financial advice. Please do always your own research before doing anything. But let's start immediately. This is the Popsicle Finance protocol. Maybe all of you already know it because it has become famous thanks to Daniele Sesta and all the Frog Nation. But in the last couple of weeks, it's simply dumped. As you can see, this is the chart price of ICE, that is the token of Popsicle Finance. And as you can see, at the beginning of November, we were around $60. Right now, we have gone down by around 95%. We are just at $3.2. And this dump, it is a massive dump, one of the biggest into the whole industry, because not many serious protocol has suffered so much. And the main reason is due to what happened to Wonder. As you can see here, at the end of January, we're around $15, still 5 times higher where we are right now. There are another reason because many people are just selling, and it is related to the fact that Popsicle Finance, even if it is one of the most promising protocol because it is a really ambitious protocol that has the goal to literally create a massive value for all the users. The reality is that at this point until right now, it hasn't delivered so much. What they are doing is really complex stuff, but right now it is still really small. As you can see also from the metric here, they have a total value locked of just 20 million. So it is a pretty low amount. And also this is the reason why the market cap is still low. But things are gonna change soon because I don't know if you have noticed, but just the other week, Popsicle Finance released a major statement into their Medium account telling you exactly what we can expect into the next future. And I will go through each of the different steps and different phases that will be implemented into Popsicle Finance. So the first update will be around Sorbetto Fragola. As you probably know, Popsicle Finance has 2 tools. The first one is called Sorbetto Fragola. It is a yield optimizer. It takes your liquidity and it is moving them according to the best way in order to maximize and concentrate your liquidity to maximize the amount of fees that you are collecting. The other one is called Sorbetto Limone. It is a tool that hasn't been yet released, but it's gonna be soon, and we will go through it in a moment because it is also, they are talking also about this tool into this statement. And the idea behind Sorbetto Limone is moving your liquidity not only on a single pool like on Uniswap, exactly as it is happening with Sorbetto Fragola, but moving your liquidity across chain, and most of all choosing the protocol that in a certain moment is offering the highest APY for your liquidity. So it is literally a yield optimizer that is moving your liquidity across chain and cross protocols. The first update is related to Sorbetto Fragola. And as you can see here, they are saying that they are talking with the team of Uniswap in order to refine strategies, and they are also adding additional UE, so user interface changes, in order to make it easier to understand how the APR is generated. We can expect all of these updates around in 1 month or something like that, because they are saying that they will complete them into the next month. Going to something more juicy, because yes, it's nice seeing that they are still working on Sorbetto Fragola, but the reality is that all of us are waiting for Sorbetto Limone, so for some major update that can really bring Popsicle Finance to another level. And Popsicle Finance is announcing that Limone is almost ready, as you can see here. We are almost ready for the launch, as you can see here where it is written. And how does it work? As I was telling you, you are just depositing your liquidity into Popsicle Finance and they will manage it for you. This could be literally a breakthrough because, as many times we have been talking about, it is really difficult to stay always on track with the different updates about the APR, the liquidity, and different opportunities that DeFi is offering. Having a tool that is able to manage this kind of stuff automatically, this is something that can really help us to optimize our portfolio. We don't have anymore to stay every day checking there is a new opportunity and so on. We have just the opportunity to deposit our liquidity into a protocol, and this protocol will be like our portfolio manager in order to maximize the yield. They are saying that into the first phase, they will be working on Phantom, Avalanche, and Binance Smart Chain. So this will be the three blockchains where the Sorbetto Limone will be working on. And as you can see from this announcement, they are planning to release the product in approximately 5 weeks. In any case, don't take it as it is. So it is possible that it could be 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. In the moment when we are talking about development, it's really difficult to be precise because a lot of bugs, a lot of sudden stuff can happen, and it is really difficult to stay simply and say, okay, we will be able to release. So just be patient, but be aware that this major update is pretty close to come. Another powerful update is called just-in-time liquidity. I don't know if you are aware on how does it work and how a liquidity provider is earning fees. It's pretty easy. In the moment someone is doing a swap, you are earning the fees because you are providing liquidity in order to complete the fees. Let's say that I have some Ethereum and I want to receive some USDC. If you already deposited USDC into the pool will use a part, at least, of your USDC in order to complete the transaction. And you will earn some kind of a fee. There is another step. What they are doing is they can literally identify which transaction is happening, and they are concentrating the liquidity in the same block. So they are adding the liquidity and they are keeping out the liquidity into the same block. So this is the reason why they are calling just in time, because the liquidity is moving accordingly exactly on when and which kind of transaction is happening. If I'm doing right now a swap, they will identify it and they will add the liquidity exactly in the range where it is needed. And in a second later, they will take out the liquidity because it's not anymore necessary to have the liquidity in that kind of range. This is the reason why it is called just-in-time liquidity. Obviously, it is something that is useful only if a big trade is happening. So what they are doing is scanning in order to find the big trades that are coming in order to add the liquidity and earn and maximize the fees. This can be a really huge update. They are saying that there are a couple of players, but a really small amount of players that are doing it. And also for this reason, this kind of strategy could be pretty profitable. The just-in-time liquidity strategy, it is something that still has an official launch date, but they will update us on it. There is something else, because do you remember that we were talking about Sushi Swap with an order book? We were saying that the idea behind Sushi Swap in the moment when Daniela joined the team of Sushi Swap was bringing an order book in order to transform Sushi Swap in something that should be the closest as possible, at least in terms of user experience, to Binance, to any kind of centralized exchange, could be Coinbase or whatever. And the closer the user experience is going to be to decentralized exchange, also the easier would be for all the users to literally take advantage and being able to use that kind of protocol. And right now the idea is that after Daniele left Sushi due to all the happenings around Wonder a couple of weeks ago, they are bringing the order book that was almost ready and was built by the team of Popsicle and the whole team that was working with Daniele. They are bringing it and they are adding it to Popsicle Finance. So the idea is literally creating a DEX that will have a user experience that would be so smooth that it would be really close to what we are using on, for example, on Binance. And this is a step that is pretty important because literally if you want to bring DeFi to a next level, we need the user experience, we need a way to use it that should be smooth and easy, really, also for the newbie, or also for the users that are just coming into and are approaching just this industry. They are saying that they will release further information about 1 to 2 weeks. So in around the next week or the week after, we can expect to have a major announcement on Popsicle Finance that can give us all the details on how order book will work and how will be added to Popsicle Finance. Going on, there is another major update that is connected to leverage. I know that most of you are thinking, come on guys, leverage is not good. Yes, that's true that maybe leverage is dangerous and many people are losing money with leverage. But on the other side, it's also true that if you're using leverage into the right way, you can literally increase your gains and the results that you are obtaining. They are saying that they want to create some liquidity pool position leverage, so in a way that it is increasing the yield that you are earning. We still don't have any details on how it will work. They are simply saying that they will leverage, obviously, Abracadabra, that is the platform that is still part of the same ecosystem. They are saying that they are still waiting in order to have a more calm situation because it's not the best idea to just launch a leverage tool in the moment when meme is still volatile or is still just keeping and being under a so high pressure. So we can expect more news into the next couple of weeks, but also this can bring more value to Popsicle. The last news is about NFTs that, at least in my opinion, is not interesting because I'm more interested into how the platform is trying to evolve in order to create the best user experience and the best and most powerful tool. And if I have to be honest, I liked what they are doing. And this is also one of the reasons because personally, I'm still dollar cost averaging my position. This is what I'm doing. I think that this market cap right now is literally a small market cap, and this is the reason why I still dollar cost average. As I was saying in one of my previous videos, I didn't bought at this point when the price was around $30-40 because in that moment, to me, even if I was liking the technology, I think that the project at that point was still overvalued. Right now, to me, it is undervalued. It doesn't mean that the project will for sure succeed. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that in my personal strategy, I like what they are doing, and I think that due to many reasons, to all the FUD, all the happenings that was going on into the last couple of weeks, the price has dumped so much, probably much more than it was legit to expect. Obviously, the project, it is still a risky project because due to whatever happened around the Frog Nation, because what they are doing is something that is literally challenging and many different problems can happen. Remember that it doesn't mean that for the sole reason that something can literally be a breakthrough that it will succeed. The more ambitious is a project, also higher is the risk, higher are the difficulties to create it. So just keep in mind it, because it doesn't mean that we have to AP in. I simply mean that a small allocation of my personal portfolio on ICE, I'm keeping it and I'm dollar cost averaging in order to keep the same amount. Just to give you an idea, a small percentage means just something around 1% of the overall portfolio. It doesn't mean that I am going with 50% of my portfolio on it. I'm just saying it that I like what they are doing, and personally I'm still holding my small position on this platform. Guys, I hope that this update on Popsicle helped you to better understand what's going on, because I think that aside from all the FUD, all the chats about Daniela and so on, the technology behind a Popsicle is still a great technology. Obviously, we still need to understand how the market will react in the moment when the product will be released. People will start to use it, the protocol will be working as we are expecting. This is the crucial points that we have to solve, and this is also the reason why this project is still so risky, but at the same time quite interesting. Guys, let me know what do you think. Remember that if you're new to the channel, a good idea, if you want to stay always updated, is to subscribe. And if you like this kind of content, leave a big thumbs up, drop a comment, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye guys.